Is all the whole Remy and Pap situation, none of it was true?
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Okay.
I have been open in all my relationships that I've had. All of them.
Well,
I mean,
look.
I probably have 4 boyfriends online so far.
Let's just I don't know.
I don't know.
They both
man.
nice.
They both
but
nice.
it would have to be new lyrics now. Right? Because Joe can't keep doing Pump It Up.
Is Remy Ma really keeping Papoose on lockdown? Because why is this man practically out here pleading for a divorce and she still won't let him go? It's gotten so wild that even Claressa Shields was ready to step into the ring and knock some sense into her, literally. But hold up, this ain't just about love anymore. Word on the street is Papoose might be eyeing that alimony check. Let's not forget, he stood by Remy's side when she was locked up, kept her name alive, and held it down for years. But now, she's out here making money moves, cozying up with Easy the Block Captain, who, by the way, has already moved on with 2 younger women. And yet, she still won't let Pap go. Y'all, this is getting real messy, and Claressa Shields is not here for it. She's been showing love for Pap in the sweetest way, and she made sure everybody saw it. Just recently, she hit IG with a birthday post that had people talking. She wrote, "Aw, man, happy birthday, King Pap. So grateful for your life, your laugh, your music, your guidance, your love. You are truly one of one. I pray God bless you with many more years and even quicker hands, 'cause today, you getting all your B-Day punches. Love you. Happy birthday, Poppy." Now, that was cute, but let's be real. Birthday punches from Claressa Shields? That might actually hurt. She is clearly all in, but let's talk about the real issue here. Pap still hasn't put a ring on it, even with all the rumors flying around. And why? Because Remy Ma is out here playing a serious game of keep away with those divorce papers. It's not like Pap hasn't tried. He's been vocal about wanting out, and not just once or twice. He said he's been asking for this divorce for a long time. And let's not forget when Remy dropped those text messages between Pap and Claressa. Y'all, that tea was boiling hot. In those messages, Claressa was clearly frustrated that Pap didn't let her know he made it home safe. She kept it all the way real, saying, "You are the one who is married. If you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know that you made it home safe." She said what she said because she cares about her man. But Remy wasn't done. She took it even further. She accused Pap of threatening to call the police on her and even claimed to have audio of him being aggressive. Pap shut all that down, denying everything. But what he did say, Remy's just mad because he moved on. And let's not act like Remy was innocent here. During Christmas 2023, she was all cozied up with Easy the Block Captain, and we all remember that rap battle where she basically confessed that she was in love with him. So, how are you claiming a whole new man, but still holding on to Pap for dear life? Make it make sense. But if y'all thought this was messy, hold up because there's more. Claressa and Pap have been out here giving serious couple goals, and they even gave the world a little peek into their love life. They went on a full Valentine's Day vacation together, living it up in Hawaii. Y'all, they were out there soaking up the sun, enjoying the vibes, and Pap was even kicking off the first ever Hawaii Fest. And you know Pap stays about his business, even in the middle of a romantic getaway. He hopped on Threads to update the people, saying, "The show was phenomenal. So many stars pulled up. We're setting records. This year, we make history." All right, Mr. Pap, securing the bag, securing the love, he's handling it all. Meanwhile, Claressa was securing hearts, posting a video of her serenading her man on the beach. She hit him with, "Just the 2 of us, we can make it if we try." The moment was corny, but real. But here's where it gets serious. Word is, Pap had this whole romantic trip planned for a minute. And get this, his plan was to make it official. Allegedly, he was hoping to finalize his divorce from Remy before the trip so that he could pop the big question to Claressa on Valentine's Day. Can you imagine it? Hawaii, the perfect vibes, romance in the air. It would have been a dream. But guess who had to come through and mess it all up? Remy Ma. And why? because things with her new man, Easy the Block Captain, weren't going the way she planned. So now, instead of letting Papoose move on, she's out here playing games and holding on for dear life. And let's be real, Remy has definitely noticed how Pap is treating Claressa with the same kind of loyalty and support she used to get back in the day. You just know that's got her feeling some type of way. I mean, y'all remember when Pap performed at Claressa's big boxing match while she was entering the ring? That wasn't just support. That was next-level devotion. And now that he's showing up and showing out for another woman, yeah, that's gotta sting. But here's the real question. Is this just about her being a bitter ex, or is there more to it? Because the way Remy is holding on so tight, it's giving, what are you really afraid of? And now, reports are coming out saying the real reason she won't sign those divorce papers is because she knows Pap might come for that alimony check, and she is not trying to part with that money. See, when one spouse makes more in a marriage, the other spouse is usually entitled to spousal support, aka alimony, after the split. And let's not forget, Pap was the one holding everything down for years. Courts look at things like how long they were married, their income gap, and contributions made during the marriage when deciding on alimony. And when you break it down, Remy and Pap were together for 11 years. That's over a decade. Their story started back in 2004, they made it official in 2008, and it all came to an end in 2023. But here's where it gets even crazier. They didn't just get married, they got married over the phone while Remy was locked up in 2008. Now, if that ain't commitment, I don't know what is. And Pap, he didn't just put a ring on it, he held her down through everything. When Remy went to prison in 2008, Pap was right there. She got out in 2014, and guess what? He was still there. They even made it TV official with a whole televised wedding ceremony in 2015. And by 2018, they welcomed their daughter, Reminisce Mackenzie. Pap didn't just love Remy, he stood by her through the toughest years of her life. And now, we're talking about who deserves support. Let's be honest. Pap has every reason to make a case for alimony. Now let's get to the money, because this is where things get real messy. Remy Ma's net worth is estimated to be around $4 million, and that's way more than what Pap is reportedly worth. So when she looks at those divorce papers, she knows there's a good chance she might have to cut him a check every month. A big chunk of Remy's wealth comes from record sales, reality TV, and her clothing line. And let's not forget her 2006 debut album, There's Something About Remy, based on a true story, which was a critical success. She may not have blown up like some of her peers, but she stayed in the game, kept getting recognition, and even got nominated 4 times for Best Female Hip Hop Artist at the BET Awards. She even won once. And when she finally got out in 2014, she and Pap took their love story to TV with VH1's Love and Hip Hop New York, and it didn't stop there. They locked in multiple spin-offs, and guess who was right there making those checks happen? Pap. He wasn't just some background extra. He was a whole part of the storyline. Their love, their struggles, their family, all of it was what kept people tuning in. Pap was just as much the star of the show as Remy was, and let's be real, he played a huge role in securing those TV checks. So if we're talking about who contributed to the money, yeah, Pap definitely has a case. When Remy Ma launched the Remy Ma collection in 2018, it was yet another money move. But let's not forget, Pap played a role in making that happen too. A portion of the proceeds went toward helping women and families affected by incarceration, which was a powerful move. But let's be real, Pap wasn't just standing on the sidelines. He was out here promoting the brand, rocking the menswear line at events, making sure people saw it, and bringing attention to the business. And let's be honest, that kind of exposure, that's the type of marketing push that brands pay big money to influencers for. So when we talk about how Remy built her wealth, we can't ignore how Pap was working behind the scenes to help build it too. Now, let's get even deeper, because this is where things hit a whole different level. While Remy was in prison, her teenage son, Jason Scott, was being taken care of by Pap. He stepped up without hesitation and took on the father figure role when Remy couldn't be there. That's a huge responsibility. and Pap handled it with no questions asked. But here's where things take a heartbreaking turn. After Remy got out, her son Jason ended up getting arrested and charged in connection with a 2021 fatal shooting in Queens, New York. He's facing first-degree murder and other serious charges. Now, no matter how you look at it, that's a devastating situation. But it also makes you realize just how much stability Pap was providing when Remy wasn't around. Pap wasn't just keeping the household running. He was taking care of her son, keeping things together, and holding everything down. And that kind of support, you can't put a price on that. So now, when we talk about this divorce and why Remy is dragging her feet, it's looking more and more like she knows Pap has a strong case for alimony. And what about Claressa? Oh, she is not happy about any of this, because Remy is out here holding up her whole love story. And if there's one thing we know about Claressa, it's that she's not the type to sit quietly when something isn't right. This isn't just some casual fling. Claressa is out here loving Pap out loud. She calls him her king, her love, her everything. She's not just here for the moment. She's all in. But now, they're stuck. Claressa can't even move forward because Pap is still legally tied to another woman. Imagine being ready to start a new life with someone, only for a major roadblock to stand in your way. And worse, that roadblock, aka Remy, keeps stirring the pot and causing drama every chance she gets. Let's be real for a second. Any woman would be furious in Claressa's shoes. She's out here supporting Pap, loving him, and now she's getting caught up in his mess with his ex-wife. It's frustrating, it's messy, and it's exhausting.